whenever you've heard us talk about the London Bridge scheme, this is actually it. I haven't done anything on site before, but I'm standing at it. Obviously we haven't done any development on it just yet, but this is the building that we bought and are going to develop. And right now I'm just meeting up with some guys on site to have a little chit chat about it. We do a lot of lifestyle stuff, but we haven't delved into the social activity side of things with our resident base. So one of the things which came out of the business mastery sessions was that we wanted to do like social events for the residents. And so we arranged, or a couple of guys in the team arranged, the first Spaces Tenant Social. It's just low-key, you know, small group of residents who we've invited. We're getting together for drinks. And the idea is residents can mingle, meet one another. The whole Spaces team will be down there and we'll be chatting to the residents. They kind of get to meet us and we get to know them a little bit. And it's kind of just a bit of a trial really to see how it all goes. So the team have gone down there. It started at 6 o'clock. We're just about to jump in an Uber and hop down and join in and see how it goes. Let's have a little wander in and see how things are unfolding.
Yeah,
come on, guys. So how are we looking? How are we looking?
Attracting people, tenants.
Good. I'm going to go and have a little chat with them. Hey, man. It's great seeing you. Thanks so much for coming down. Now, this is the venue that we chose for the first ever Spaces Social. And as I mentioned, we selected a group of people to come down. Well, that's not true actually. We actually invited all the residents in the portfolio. As it turned out, because it's like the first one that we've done, we've ended up with, you know, a modest turnout. I could pretend it was everyone in this room, but reality is not so. It's currently, what time? It's currently about 7 PM. We started at 6 and we have a grand total of 200 residents here. What? 20? No, just 2 residents here. so far it hasn't quite been the absolute smash hit, but I've just been chatting directly, you know, with the residents who are here so far, getting a feel for them, chatting, connecting. Hopefully as the evening goes on we have a few more people come down, but yeah, let's see how it unfolds. Justin over here rocking some of the new Spaces gear. So it was a total of 200. I did that. I was like 200.
Yeah.
No, just 2.
Just 2.
So how are we feeling so far?
The night's young.
Hungry.
Go get some food, man.
Have you eaten all the pizza?
I had one twice.
Yeah, the night's young. I'm sure we'll get more.
Yeah. I love how we started off with arranging areas for like all 400 people.
We were like, we'll hire the venue now.
That's the whole thing. We managed to get a venue, get people in, get invites out.
Yeah.
Turn out not quite as good as we want to, but in a short space of time we've actually been able to pull off an event.
Yeah. No, and so what I like about it is the way I compared it when I was discussing it with Gabby, because they were getting disappointed at the numbers, was that imagine you've got probably 1,000-ish, there or thereabouts, friends on Facebook.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
And imagine that you don't communicate with any of them. And then one day you literally just create an event and then ping out to all your friends and say, come join me for drinks.
Who's going to turn up?
Who's going to turn up?
Not many.
But what you need to do is get a couple turn up, make sure you've got pictures, document it, and then next time you've got to build momentum. So just heading back from the tenant social, because obviously our numbers weren't too good. I've spent some time talking to the guys who did turn up, just understanding a little bit about them, and then now just heading back. I'm going to get back to the flat and tie off my loose ends, because obviously I'm travelling tomorrow. So yeah, just taking care of it. I think I'm packed. I've just got a few little bits just to put in and waiting for some clothes to wash, but I'm not quite sure if it's all going to work, because I wanted just to make everything fit in one suitcase. I think I'll be able to get this to close when I undo the expansion thing, but if not, then I'm going to have to take one little additional bag, because I don't have a bigger suitcase. And in total I've got that suitcase, this hand luggage piece which has got all my photography equipment in it, tripod, and the hand luggage there. So like I've got plenty of check-in allowance, but the challenge is more about kind of moving around, you know, sort of when I'm running around places in between like hostels, because I'm moving location every day and whatnot, particularly in New Zealand. So I'll do the final closing up tomorrow, and I've got a bag ready for backup in case I need it. That's it. Last night in London until next year. All right, so all packed now, got my bags. In the end, I did not need to use the additional bag, so I can manage all of my affairs myself. Yeah.
Now, no Sherpas.
No Sherpas, absolutely. And then I'm about half an hour behind schedule. Just gonna quickly jump in the car, get across to the airport. See, I can't check in online in advance when I go to the US because I qualify because of my ethnic profile for an additional tier of screening when flying to the US, which means that I can't check in. I can only check in that person at the airport because I need to do an additional security clearance before allowing me to check in on that flight. I also have the luxury benefit of getting an additional frisk directly before getting on the plane, so I'm looking forward to that. Anyways.